Unit 4, data analysis, stat edit. Number 1 says, the table below shows the cost of a sub sandwich based on number of extras ordered. Which function represents the cost of a sub sandwich with n extras added on? Okay, in your calculator, you need to do this with me. You need to do this with me. I'm not going to help people who are not following directions today. So if you don't follow directions, you will not get help from me. In your calculator, you need to press this button right here. It's called Stat. It's right up here. Look at where my finger is. It's Stop. It's underneath the delete button. You're going to press the button Stat right there. That should come up on your calculator. All right. The word edit means to change stuff. So we need to change what's in the calculator. So where it says edit, that's what we want. So we're going to press enter. We're going to press enter. Okay. Now, in your calculator, raise your hands if yours has some numbers in it. Okay, so those of you who has numbers in, you're going to use this set of arrows right here. You're going to hit the up arrow till it's bold right there, till it's dark. So do this with me. Where it's bold, and you're going to press clear, enter, and that column number should disappear. Joey, it work? Okay. Then you're going to have to go over to the other one and go up to the top. Get it bold. And press clear, enter. So you shouldn't have any numbers in there. Okay. So before I move on, because there's only one of me and there's 18 of you, before I move on, do you have L1 and then an empty column? Thank you. Do you have L2 and then an empty column? Okay, thank you. All right, so now use your gray arrows right here and get right there where I am. And we're going to put in this, see these numbers right here? That's what we're putting in. So we're going to put in 1, and you have to press enter after it. So everybody do that now. You're going to press 1 and then enter. Then you're going to press 2, enter. 3, enter. 4, enter. Okay. Anybody need help with that step? Okay. Now you're going to use your arrow keys right here. Go over to L2. And now we're putting in this column. So this we put in L1 and that we put in L2. So I'm going to put in 5.50. Now look, the calculator just says 5.5. That's okay. That's okay. Then I'm going to put in 6. Press enter. 6.5. Enter. And 7. Enter. Okay, do we have them all in? Okay, now we press stat one more time. Press stat one more time. This time we want the calculator to calculate. So we go over to where it says calc. So you use this arrow key to arrow over to that. And y'all know how all last week we did y equals mx plus b? Okay, the calculator, for some reason, does ax plus b, but that's where we're going down to. Number 4, arrow down to number 4. And then you have to press enter, enter. You have to keep pressing enter. Press enter. Different people have different calculators until you get that screen. You press enter until you get that screen. Okay. All right. No, because remember, half the exam is no calculator. Okay, so did we get this screen? Okay. All right. Please, on your paper, write y equals ax plus b. Write this on your paper, please. There's not much writing today, so please do the little bit that I ask you to. Number 1, somewhere near number 1. Okay. Guys, do you see how the calculator says it right here? Y equals AX plus B. It has the formula. What does the calculator say A is? So, just like we did last week, we're going to fill in for those 2 spots. So I'm going to put Y equals. Instead of writing A, I'm going to put the number 0.5, but I have to put an X beside of it because it's my slope. Plus, what does the calculator say B is? Just 5. You can look on your calculator screen for that. All right, now I look at my answer choices. What letter do they use instead of an X? N. And do you see it's answer choice A? 0.5 N plus 5. Okay, so circle that. All right, number 2. Dylan, read number 2, please. Caterer. Okay, so I'm going to go to my calculator. Everybody do this with me. All right, I'm going to press stat. And the first thing I want to do is edit. So I press enter. And I have to clear those numbers out. So I go up to the top, and I press clear, enter. And then I go over to the other one, and I press clear, enter. You should always have L1 and L2. What should y'all always have? If you don't, I need to fix it for you, because otherwise you'll never get the right answer. You should always have L1 and L2. Okay, in L1, I'm going to put the numbers right here on the left. I'm putting in those numbers. I'm putting in 30, enter, 50, enter, 70, enter. All right, and then I'm going to go over to L2, and I'm putting in the charges. This is L1, and this is L2. All right, so 350, 550, 750. No, never. So now you press, once you get them all in, you press stat again. This time you go over to calculate. Now it's time for the calculator to calculate. You go over to calc, and you go down to number 4, where it says AX plus B. Enter, enter, enter. Okay. All right, I'm going to write Y equals AX plus B on my paper. All right, Andrew, what goes in for the A spot? And Daniel, what goes in for the B spot? Good. Y equals 10x plus 50. All right, so Gracie, what answer choice do you think? A, B, C, or D? D, good. 10n plus 50, okay? All right, so this is just an extra question just to see who is on the ball or not. Which one of those is your y-intercept? E then H. Y. Yeah, so that one's your y-intercept. It doesn't have the x with us. That's your y-intercept. What's the 10 called? Anybody? Your slope. Good. No, you don't need it. All right, number 3. Tamara, will you read that one, please? Good. All right, so the first thing I want to do, Joey, what's the first thing I want to do? Good. Hey, Daniel. All right, so I hit stat, edit. Don't say the answer out loud, please. Haley, what do I do next? Uh-huh. Oh, I got to go over to calc. All right, so do it now. It's still in there. Hit stat, over to calc, down to number 4. Doesn't matter if you forget, it's right there. All right, so you get those 2 numbers. All right, Chuck, what should I write on my paper? Uh-huh. What goes beside of it? Very good. Very good. You have to write that on your paper. You have to write that on your paper. Don't just circle an answer choice. You have to write that one little thing down. Jacob. Thank you. Okay, I misheard. Jacob King, is it A, B, C, or D? Good. Daniel, that's your warning. Okay. Number 4. Number 4. Let me have, well, somebody who's here. Chad, read it for us. Katrina. Mm-hmm. Good. So how about making your own little chart, please? Right here. Make your own little chart. The first thing it tells you is that she went swimming weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do y'all see that up there? So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. So that goes on the left-hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it gave you first. Then it tells you how many days she went swimming total. So she went swimming 3, 5, 7, 9. So you've got to organize that into a chart. Okay, after I make my own chart, Andrea, what do you think I'm going to do? Where am I going to put this in the calculator? What button do I have to press? Stat. So it's already 1, 2, 3, 4, so I don't really have to clear that side out. It's right here. This is the next one. Okay, so I press stat, go over to calc, down to number 4, enter, 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 and you should get that, okay? All right, Ethan H., what should I write on my paper? All right, be careful on this one. Be careful. Tamara, is it A, B, C, or D? D, very good. It's 2x plus 1. So remember, the order doesn't matter, but it's a positive 1. So that one is D. Be careful with that. Uh-huh. Order doesn't matter. 1 plus 2x is the same as 2x plus 1. Okay. Number 5. Andrew, read it for us. Explicit. Okay. This one you're going to have to do just a little extra. All right, you're going to have to think about it. Can someone tell me what the 3 is? 3 what? What's 3? Very good, Joey. Extra credit point. 3 raffle tickets, okay? When did she sell the 3 raffle tickets? On what day?
Weekday. Each day.
When did she sell the 3 tickets, you think? What, Chad? On the first day. So I'll put a little 1 with it. So do that on your paper. On the first day, she sold 3 tickets. Okay? What is 7?
2 days.
On the second day, she had sold up to 7 tickets. And then she sold... Uh-huh. And then... 15 on the 4th day. Okay, so on the first day, she had sold 3 tickets. By the second day, she had sold 7. By the third day, 11. And so on. Okay. All right, Monica, where do I put these numbers? What button? Stat. Dylan, what goes on, where does 1, 2, 3, 4 go? On the left or the right? L what?
L1.
Good. So this is L1, and then L2, you put in the 3, 7, 11, 15. Jacob King, go out in the hall. I've already given you a warning. All right, 3, 7, 11, and 15. And Andrea, what does the calculator give you for the A value? Chad, what's the calculator give you for the B? So I put -1. Ethan H, that's your warning. All right, Zaria, is that A, B, C, or D? Good, C. All right, number 6. I'm going to give you time to try that one on your own, and then I'll put the answer up on the board. No talking. Nope, not right now. Did you get 5? Okay. Okay. So, how many people got A? Okay. Anybody have any questions? All right. Number 7. Number 7. We're almost done. There were originally 4 trees in an orchard. Each year, the owner planted the same number of trees. In the 29th year, there were 178 trees in the orchard. Which function can be used to determine the number of trees in the orchard in any year in? All right. Everybody please circle originally. Circle that, please. Circle the word originally. Daniel, go out in the hall, please. You're going to have to learn to raise your hand. All right. Originally means the starting value. So put an SV with that, please. Starting value. I could just tell you exactly what to do, but I do want you to understand it as well. Originally means it starts at 4. What's the other word for starting value? Y what? Okay, so look. How do you make 4 a point if it's your y-intercept? What number goes with it? 0 and a 4. We had one of these on our warm-up. Whenever you have the starting value, you put a 0 with it. Okay? So 0 and 4. Now we keep reading. In the 29th year, so I'll write down 29 next, there were 178 trees. So please write this on your paper. 0 and 4, 29 and 178. This is going to go in L1 and that's going to go in L2. Yes, now you may put it in your calculator. All right, so I'm going to hit stat, go over to count, down to number 4, enter, enter, enter. All right, so you do need to write y equals, what's the a value? 6, and you need to put an x next to it. And what's the b value?
4.
Plus 4. Oh, look. 0 and 29 go in L1. 4 and 178 go in L2. Okay. All right. Zaria, A, B, C, or D? C. Okay. All right. Number 8. There were originally 10 bushes in the nursery. Each year, the Mitchells planted the same number of trees. In the 18th year, there were 280 bushes. Which function can be used to determine the number of bushes in the nursery in any particular year? All right, Andrew, tell me something that's important in this problem. Very good. Chuck, how do we put originally 10 bushes in our chart? 10 over here. And what number goes with it? It's your starting value. What number do I put if there's not a number for the starting value? 0. It's like having, look, it's like your y-intercept. It's the same thing as having your y-intercept where you put a 0 with it. So 0 and 10. Tamara, what would my other numbers on my chart be? And? Dylan, what 2 numbers are going to go in L1? 0. Ethan H., what numbers are going to go in L2? Okay. All right, Gracie, what did you get for A in the calculator? Joey, what did you get for B? So Joey's at A, B, C, or D? Good job, Joey.